Good morning, everyone. Today, we're diving into Module 1, where we'll explore the traits of ADHD, learning differences, and mental health issues. Our focus will be on understanding ADHD not just as a diagnosis, but as a complex condition that intersects biology, culture, academics, and emotions. I'm looking forward to unpacking these different perspectives with you. In this module, we will focus on three key areas. First, we'll look at the traits of ADHD, exploring the specific characteristics that define this condition and how they show up in everyday behavior. This will help us understand what ADHD really looks like in individuals. Next, we'll dive into the biological and cultural factors that influence ADHD. It's important to recognize how genetics, brain function, and brain behavior, and cultural background all play a role in shaping the experience of those with ADHD. Finally, we'll examine the impact ADHD has on learning and mental health. We'll also discuss various support strategies that can make a meaningful difference in the lives of those affected, helping them thrive both academically and personally. These objectives will guide our exploration and help us address some important questions about ADHD. When we talk about ADHD, it's important to understand the core traits that define it. These include inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. But beyond these, many people with ADHD also face challenges with executive functions. Things like organizing tasks, managing time effectively, and staying on track. What's really interesting is how much these traits can differ from person to person. They're not fixed. They can change based on age, the environment someone is in, or the specific demands they're facing at the time. So ADHD isn't a one-size-fits-all condition. It's very dynamic and unique to each individual. Let's begin by looking at how ADHD presents across different stages of life. First, in childhood, ADHD is often characterized by noticeable restlessness and disruptive behaviors. Young children tend to display a lot of visible hyperactivity and impulsivity, which tends to be quite apparent to parents and teachers. Moving into adolescence, the symptoms shift somewhat. Teenagers with ADHD frequently face challenges with planning and meeting deadlines. Emotional regulation also becomes more difficult during this time. Unlike in childhood, these issues are more internalized and relate to organization and mood, which can make them less obvious but equally impactful. Finally, in adulthood, ADHD symptoms often focus on sustaining attention, especially in unstructured environments. Adults may struggle with staying engaged in tasks and controlling impulses. Emotional management also remains a challenge, affecting both personal and professional aspects of life. This progression highlights how ADHD evolves and underscores the importance of recognizing these changes to provide effective support. Here we focus on the biological side of ADHD. At its core, ADHD is deeply influenced by genetics and the way the brain develops. These factors affect key systems in the brain responsible for attention and self-regulation. But it's not just biology alone. Things like sleep patterns, levels of stress, and daily routines also play a significant role in how symptoms show up day to day. Understanding this combination helps us better grasp why ADHD can affect people in different ways and highlights the importance of a comprehensive approach to managing the condition. When we consider ADHD diagnosis, it's crucial to understand how culture and environment play significant roles. Family expectations, the norms in the classroom, the language spoken, and access to support services all influence how ADHD symptoms are recognized and interpreted in different cultural contexts. Because of these factors, there can be biases or behavioral differences that sometimes lead to misunderstandings or even variations in the support children receive. This means that the way ADHD is understood and addressed isn't the same everywhere. It's deeply connected to the cultural and environmental backdrop surrounding each child. When we look at how ADHD can affect learning, it's important to understand the specific challenges students may face. For example, sustaining attention can be a real struggle, making it hard to focus on lessons or complete assignments without getting distracted. Organizing tasks and remembering directions also become significant hurdles, which can lead to confusion or incomplete work. Starting tasks might seem overwhelming, and managing time effectively often requires additional support. These difficulties don't reflect on a student's intelligence or potential. In fact, many students with ADHD are highly capable. However, these challenges can impact essential skills like reading, writing, taking notes, performing well on tests, and actively participating in class. Recognizing these areas helps us create better strategies to support and empower these learners. When we talk about the mental health impacts of ADHD, it's important to recognize that it's often more than just difficulty with attention or hyperactivity. Many individuals with ADHD also experience a range of emotional challenges. These can include frustration, low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. Emotional dysregulation is another common issue, which means struggling to manage intense emotions effectively. These emotional struggles are not only difficult in their own right, but can also contribute to a sense of failure or inadequacy. This combination of factors can seriously influence various aspects of a person's life, from their performance at school to their relationships with others, and ultimately their overall well-being. Understanding these emotional effects is crucial for providing comprehensive support to those living with ADHD. Here, we focus on supportive strategies that truly make a difference for students with ADHD. First, establishing predictable routines is essential. By having consistent daily schedules, we provide structure that helps reduce uncertainty, making the environment more comfortable for these students. Next, giving clear instructions is crucial. Using simple and direct directions ensures that students fully understand the tasks and what's expected of them, which can alleviate confusion. Another important tactic is incorporating movement breaks. Short physical breaks during lessons can help improve focus and manage any restlessness, allowing students to return to their work refreshed. Finally, collaboration and support play a key role. Encouraging open communication between school and home, along with offering counseling resources, supports the overall well-being of the student, creating a stronger network around them. All of these strategies combined contribute to a more supportive and effective learning environment. To wrap up Module 1, it's important to see ADHD not just as distractibility, but as a condition that impacts behavior, learning, and emotional well-being, shaped by both biological and cultural factors. Recognizing this complexity helps us move beyond simple stereotypes. The key to better supporting learners with ADHD lies in raising awareness, deepening our understanding, and providing the right support. These elements together create a more inclusive environment where individuals with ADHD can thrive.